What up guys, Fair Play of TeamDTF here, and I got you guys a brand new video on the upcoming ban list, well, according to Japan. As you can see that Goyo Guardian, Cold Wave, Mass Driver are forbidden. I really didn't think Goyo Guardian was that broken, but going off of what what's coming up, like Tech Genis, I feel that Goyo can be abused, and there's other decks that probably involve him. That's probably why Goyo Guardian has been removed. And coming from an economic point of view, Konami, since they do not sell like Goyo tins or like very little of of the packs that Goyo comes out of is selling like rapidly, they rather promote other cards like Tech Genis and all the cards that are coming out, especially Tech Genis coming from the magazine. So Tech Genis the librarian, I mean, so to be specific. So I think like promoting it would be much better, so they rather sacrifice Goyo than sacrifice Tech Genis the librarian and sacrifice cells and stuff like that, because everyone is obviously going to be out for that card when it does come out. Cold Wave, it's been a card that's been really people did not want it, and Konami definitely answered by banning it. Cold Wave, I really enjoyed it in some cases because I did run it, but it is really broken in terms of shutting down your opponent for 2 turns. Mass Driver, I do not honestly know much about this card, but to be honest, like there's probably other people like Team Purple Panda's Lee who can really inform you guys on what Mass Driver is for. I honestly don't know what the card does, to be specific, but it's probably really broken. By watching off his video, he says it has something to do with psychics, but all I know is they're getting a lot of support in Extreme Victory, and that's all I know of that. But yeah, restricted cards is honest. I wasn't too surprised that this card would eventually go down to 1. It's really broken. It's like honest does what Kalut can't, but Kalut does have the advantage of being used like without having a monster on the field. Like you know, I believe you can only activate honest like if your opponent controls a monster. But yeah, Dandelion 1, it's a shame, but now that they have Card Trooper at 2, I honestly think that you can mill Dandelion much quicker, and you never know, like there's probably other stuff to focus on rather than just Dandelion. Like there's always multiple routes to take with Dandelion without using Dandelion. Kalut at 1, I honestly thought I would go down to 2, but seriously 1 is like a little bit over the board because you're basically killing Black Wings, and I think the deck is not inoperable, but it has definitely been hurt really bad. I honestly think that they should at least like let Kalut be at 2, but it's such a sad thing to say that the deck won't recover until like Extreme Victory, but who knows like what support comes out of Extreme Victory. I know there's a few from what I've seen through OCG, but I know there's not much support, and nothing could replace like a Kalut and other stuff like that I'll specify on. Book of Moon, another really staple of most decks. Having it go to 1 is basically making it dead, because the point of drawing into a book and having it save you, basically book I see was more of like to help your deck be more consistent in terms of like defensive wise, but just drawing into 1 book late game is really useless. Like it's not really gonna help you. throwing it into early game is probably the only time it's gonna serve its purpose, protecting you from your opponent's synchro. But honestly, Book of Moon at 1 is probably dead. You probably most likely should take it out of your deck. It's not gonna really help you anymore. At least at 2 it would have done some damage, but having Book of Moon at 1 is just ridiculously, like, no real point in having it. It's a shame to see it go, but oh well. Open up new doors to more thinking and more ways of fending off synchro summons and tuners and so. Gateway of the 6. I wasn't surprised that this this card got hit, but I honestly think, like, we honestly adapted a lot of, like, the 6 samurais of OCG, and we really need to really think for ourselves about how should we evolve this deck and make it better than what it is, rather than just an OTK or OTK type build. We could probably turn it into a more better build when it comes to skill, like Lee said. But honestly, on the real, it is all about skill. If Gateway is going back down to 1, you're gonna probably be using cards like Temple of the 6, Shien's Dojo coming out in Extreme Victory, which is really broken, and I think it will replace Gateway and help the decks, help 6 Sams a lot. They're also getting some monsters, if you guys don't know. So 6 Sams are here to stay, and they'll hopefully keep on their winning record throughout this format. So yeah. Now time to go down to the restricted list. Restricted cards on my bad. Card Trooper, I see why it's down to why they brought it back up to 2. If you can get rid of Dandelion, I think they brought back Card Trooper. It's just a good card. It's not too broken, but that I think it's not too broken in terms of, like, it should be limited to 1, but having it at 2 is really good. I think it will open it's a good beater, and if it's destroyed, you get to draw a card. Like, who doesn't want that? So I see a lot of possibilities for Card Trooper to serve purposes in this format. Archer Christia Fairies, they're just looking ahead to control the decks and not to make them so powerful. Spirit Reaper, having it at 2, I think really helps people who aren't running meta decks like 6 Sams. Give them chances against the deck and have Spirit Reaper out there. Having 2 Spirit Reaper is really interesting, and I think I will see how Spirit Reaper is a really good card, and I definitely think having 2 would definitely change the game in many terms of stalling and being able to draw into those plays you need to draw into. Debris Dragon at 2, I was expecting this thing to happen, because Dandelion, they're kind of like hitting everything from the source instead of like hitting the cards at the end, like Black Rose. Debris Dragon is really broken. And there's so many things you could do with it, with like those little monsters that you have. You could synchro into an 8-star, 7-star. Who knows what else you can synchro into? But the card is really broken. Royal Attributed 2, I honestly really hate that this card is going to 2. I think this thing should have been dropped down to 1 at least. Seeing that the deck is really broken, but honestly I probably think that Konami's thinking like the deck is not gonna be as fast as it is, because most of its competition in our previous format was Black Wings, Debris, Formula, Facial TK, other decks like that, Infernates, Goblies. Like, I think there's more, when you think about Royal Tribute, there's gonna be more decks that are gonna be much better in terms of like fending off Royal Tribute. So I think they're looking towards the future and thinking that Royal Tribute at 2 wouldn't harm the format at all. And not saying that Gravekeepers won't top, but I don't think Gravekeepers will ever make try to be between tier 1 and tier 2. Not so much like way at the top 4, but I definitely think Gravekeepers will still stay around for a while. Overload Fusion really leaves the deck opens possibilities for fusion monsters to come out and be beat down, especially with Megamorph. Solemn Warrior 2, not so much of a surprise. The card's really broken. It stops almost anything. It stops stuff that Solemn Judgment can't either. But yeah, Icarus Attack at 2, another card hurting Blackwings. Like, I have to say, like, Blackwings are pretty much dead, but they're not gone. They're not gonna be gone forever. You never know when they're gonna come back and have their shine. Goya Guardian as well. If you guys are thinking about selling out your Goya Guardian, he's not a dead card. They're probably gonna get rid of like another card and bring back Goya Guardian. He's not a seriously broken card, so I don't see why he would stay forbidden forever, but he will definitely be a part of my synchro deck for many years and formats to come, and he's just an all-around good card. And the no longer restricted cards are Chaos Sorcerer, Snipe Hunter, Demise King of Armageddon, DeLorean, Gold Sark. I really like Gold Sark going to 3. There's multiple reasons you can search out stuff. Skill Drain at 3, it's really stupid. I don't really care if Skill Drain was at 3. It's whatever at 2. It's like same shit, same consistency. Just having one more card really, I guess, ups the consistency of drawing into it. But Ultimate Offering, really I see the Overload Fusion, Megamorph, Ultimate Offering there. It looks really aggro, and like a lot of OTK is gonna be going on or some sort. That's what I just see brewing up, and that's gonna be coming up. I don't really know what Demise of Armageddon. I don't really care. Snipe Hunter, he's garbage. Nah, he's not really garbage, but I don't really care about him. Chaos Sorcerer at 3, a really good card. He kind of balances out the format, brings out new decks. And honestly, people thought Chaos Sorcerer was going down. Instead, he actually bumped back up to even a higher number, 3, which is pretty crazy. If this is actually for TCG, I am surprised, but I'm not so much surprised. I could see that these do in some cases make sense, but some of them are kind of like in a way swayed towards OCG in a sense. But yeah, the World Tribute being hit obviously gives me a sign that this may be for TCG, because Gravekeepers are not so much played in the OCG format. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, on to the next. If you guys want to see pictures, I got pictures for you guys. Pretty, right? So yeah, there's a picture from the magazine. Gold Sark 3, Skill Drain 3, Limited, Debris, and Solemn Warning. Goyo, bye-bye Goyo, bye-bye Cold Wave, and these are your cards out 1. Such a shame, but yeah. What are you gonna do, you know? So yeah, guys, this is my little talk since everyone's doing it. For my subscribers, I really want you guys to be informed, let you guys know what's up. And if you guys are really selling out on your decks, like, just don't give up hope. You never know what you can find out. Decks are just so many options that are gonna be open because Extreme Victory is coming out, so look up for that. Speaking of Extreme Victory, these are some of the release dates for Extreme Victory. Let's move over. 5/10, Extreme Victory is coming out. 4/19, HiddenArsenal 4 with Trishula. So good thing I sold out on the Trishula. I knew it was gonna get hit. And I mean, not get hit, but obviously come out. Landois also comes out in here, so If you guys are interested in that, stay tuned for that. 419, so focus on that number, and 510, Extreme Victory. Great stuff coming out. Tech Genesis cards are coming from here. Not the Librarian, but Tech Genesis cards are coming from here. They seem pretty broken. I really encourage you guys to check it out. The deck looks pretty interesting. And obviously, like the Nordic Guards, this deck will definitely be interesting to play. Blue Rose Dragon, honestly, I don't know why the hell they have this, but it's there. It looks like, I don't really see why there's purpose, like instead of special summoning a freaking Black Rose to the field. But yeah, Scrap, I don't even know if I can see it. I can't even read it, but yeah, sorry guys, I can't really read that. But this is it. Expect Tech Genesis, a lot of good 6-Sam stuff, Blackwing support, and other stuff like that too. So really interesting formats, and really interesting set booster packs and Extreme Victory and all that other stuff coming out. Look forward to that. And yeah, and Shula as well, 419, and really excited for this set as well. Landois is coming out, so 6Ms will get that boost that they needed. So yeah guys, this is Fair Play of Team DTF, and I'm signing out guys.